a live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. This could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Chanticleers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Temple. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Coastal Carolina's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really...
Maybe some room here. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Chanticleers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keep. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Chanticleers need to pick it up on 4th down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. He's got the tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Finding open areas. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The run inside. It's Edwards. Got room on the return. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. And the ball is free on the pitch. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. And the Chanticleers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to punch it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Here we go, ready.
Off play action on first down. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. That That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to the back. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Running inside, it's Temple. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this, finding some room. Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. He has 89 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The shot that clears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Snares it outside, it's Gardner. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Edwards. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in the low.
Caught, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, shot to clear. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The toss sweep to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Montgomery. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Open on the right side, that's Smith.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page.
Might have a chance. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Throwing on the run. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Backed up now, here's second and long. The run inside. It's Edwards. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. On third down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires the pass, intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. That's caught. It's Wiley.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. Got his man. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Bulldogs will snap it on first and 10. He goes right back to the air. He's got him. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The last completion got him 6. Now it's second and 4. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Might be looking to run. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on second down, and now it's third down. It's complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Bringing the heat. On the move, he fires. He's got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll send out the kicker here. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the number 3 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Buckeyes in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Sanford Stadium in Athens. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Coastal Carolina has it. The shot to clear offense headed back to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for...
Gashing the D on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The play action fake. Throwing right. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the shot to clears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gardner. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Keeps it himself. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Makes the grab down the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. So this 2nd half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Snags it down the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just got a little grass. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, how nice is it to be down, and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back, and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, on the sideline for the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Running inside, it's Edwards. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes a grab and room to run. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Floating away. Makes the grab on the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. A run for the quarterback. Maybe got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This
is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Trying to beat the D deep. Reels it in down the left side. Turning it on. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it for headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Georgia! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, the ground game. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Over the middle, it's Smith. Still on his feet at the 45. Off to the races to the right. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a little room there. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, shot to clear. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And he puts through the extra point. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. It's caught. And he's brought down after a huge completion. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Got a man. It's Wiley. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. A 1st down for the offense. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Temple. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. And the rush will get to him at the 25. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man, it's Montgomery. Unloads to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play, incomplete. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. He wants to throw it. Works the middle. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. They'll go to the air. Keeps looking downfield. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. That last score the defense allowed made it breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. The run inside. It's Temple. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. The Bulldogs in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To the air. It's Montgomery. Unloads it left. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Looking to throw again. Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Georgia using its final timeout here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Could be an alley. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault. The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. And the shot that clears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. Got enough space. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Scanning the field, it's Montgomery. He's taking the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. One more play to pad the stats. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack.